Hey guys, how you going? And welcome to a bit of a different sort of video today where we're going to be ranking every Kookaburra bat that's ever been made. And by every bat, I mean around 43 or so. It's all I could find on the internet, and also a huge shout out to Ben, Naive, and Warren for helping me out, helping me find these bats. A lot of time and effort has gone into them, and if we've missed any, which I'm probably pretty confident we probably have, let me know in the comments below. But we do have quite an exhaustive list, 43 Kookaburra bats, and I'm going to be ranking them right now. Now to rank them, I have 5 different tiers. First up, but of course being the best, I believe, for the Kookaburra bats is the Damien Martin cover drive. I'll accompany the videos for each shot here. So these are of course the best bats, I believe, for the Kookaburra range. Next up, we have the Ricky Ponting pull shot, another glorious stroke here. And that'll be the second best tier. We've got the third tier, the middle tier, the Kevin Peterson switch hit. So, you know, bats left and right-handed, plays those shots both ways.
Reverse again.
I'm a bit umming and ahhing about them. They're not the best, not the worst. So they're pretty much smack bang in the middle. Fourth best is the Glenn Maxwell leave.
New man to the crease. Oh my goodness gracious me!
Enough said about that one. And then of course my personal favourite, the worst Kookaburra bats in my opinion, the Chris Martin for defence. So first up we have one of the more iconic Kookaburra bats, the Kookaburra Beast. Of course made famous by the graphite backing, which was then banned by the ICC. This one of course here has the graphite backing on it. They did release one without it as well, and more recently they've just brought it out again. It's made famous by Glenn Maxwell. For me, it's definitely in the top 2. I'm putting it at the Damien Martin cover drive levels. It's an iconic bat, and one that deserves to sit up the top. Next bat, the Kookaburra Diablo, made famous by Damien Martin and his beautiful cover drives. This one, of course, I'm going to put this up in either the top 2 as well. Look, I don't mind the look of it. It looks pretty nice, pretty standard sort of Kookaburra bat with some nice stickers. I'm going to be putting this one Ricky Ponting pull shot areas. Bit controversial considering the top dog is Damien Martin cover drive, and because of that, I'm actually going to change that and put it up the top dog. Next up, we're going Kookaburra Bounty here. Pretty much made famous by Justin Langer. Look, it's alright. It's nothing to write home about in my opinion. I'm probably going to put this at Kevin Peterson switch hit areas, so welcome to that tier, lad. And of course, at the end of the video or in the comments, I'm actually going to put the link to this as well so you can do it yourself and see what you guys think. Next up, I'm going Kookaburra Ice. Now, I have used these bats before, was a huge fan of them, not too much of a fan of the actual stickers. So maybe controversial, I don't know. Probably all these decisions are, but I'm going to be putting it at the Glenn Maxwell leave stage. Next up, we have a bat that I wasn't really aware of. This one is called the Kookaburra Big Beast. It's actually got like a see-through handle or see-through grip. Looks kind of cool, you know, but I mean, I feel like it's going to be, I'm sort of umming and ahhing about it. Don't really care too much for it. I mean, the see-through grip is kind of cool. There is another bat that we're going to touch on later that's probably a bit better, I reckon. I'm going to put it for now in the Kevin Peterson switch it tier. Next up, we've got the Kookaburra Blaze here. I don't mind the stickers here, bit of a red black top fusion setup. It doesn't scream aesthetically pleasing to the eye to me. I'm probably going to put this one, unfortunately, in the Glenn Maxwell leave areas. Next up, Kookaburra Ghost. I quite like this bat. It does look very nice, especially with the white grip as well. I'm putting this right up there with the Damien Martin cover drive spec. Next up, Kookaburra Sword. Now, I mean, this is pretty much a ideal BYC bat. It looks pretty shit though, I'm not going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of the actual aesthetics about it. It's definitely one of the older, more older Kookaburras. I'm actually going to be putting this one, even though it's quite iconic, I'm going to be putting this one in the Chris Martin for defense. So it's the first bat there. Congratulations, all the best, Kookaburra Sword. Next up, another bat that is was old school, has recently been brought back. That is the Kookaburra Bubble. I believe it's one of the more iconic sets in the Kookaburra range. Now, when I was a kid, I definitely wanted this bat because I always thought that actual little bubble spot gave you a whole lot more power. And of course, it's the middle. It's going to give you be able to make you hit the ball further. But to me, I was just wanted that one as a kid big time. Never got around to it. I had to settle with the Schlesinger V Master Blaster. But for me, it is going to be up there with the Damien Martin cover drive because it's one of the best looking bats that the Kookaburra have made. Kookaburra Genesis up next. Once again, I'm pretty sure this one had another graphite backing on it, along with the Beast and the Kahuna. I wasn't really a fan of it, to be honest. The stickers looked a bit yuck for my liking. I'm going to put this down in the Chris Martin for defense. Come at me if you're not a fan. And if you are, then apologies. Next up, I believe this is one of the newer bats. It's called a Concept 2.0, I'm pretty sure. It's the one that has the see-through grip, and I'm not too sure exactly what the handle is made out of. I'm not sure if it's actual just standard wood with like a black coating on it, or if it's like something more like graphite or some shit. I'm not sure. I do quite like the look of it, and for that reason, purely based on aesthetics, I mean the whole thing is based on aesthetics, so there you go. It's going in the Ricky Ponting pull shot. Congratulations. Next up, have not heard of this one at all, the Kookaburra Crush. Now, it's got like a sort of black and pinkish. I'm not really a fan, to be honest. It's going to go into the Glenn Maxwell leaf. Now, I know a few of these bats get updates for each season, and some of the English ones look different to the Australian ones and vice versa. So, I mean, these are just the pics that I found on the internet at the time. I mean, there could have been different ones for each different season. These are the ones I'm using, and unfortunately the Crush looks pretty woeful. Kookaburra Dynasty, have not heard of this one. I'm not sure if it's just an English version or what, but I don't actually mind the stickers there, especially with the white grip. Now, grip, I feel like for a bat is very important for aesthetics. Normally you can't go wrong with a white grip, and as found here, it does suit it very well. It's in the tier of the Ricky Ponting pull shot. Congratulations, mate. Kookaburra Fever. Have not heard or seen this one before, and to be honest, it looks fucking disgusting. Chris Martin for defense. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm just not too sure about it, to be honest. I mean, a very interesting color choice. One that I wouldn't really go with. The grip is not helping its cause there at all. So yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be stuck down there. Next up, I'm going with another iconic Kookaburra bat, Kookaburra Kahuna. I've had one of these myself, not with the graphite backing, unfortunately. Couldn't hit massive sixes, but it's one of the more iconic ones. Ricky Ponting's pretty much his bat, and he scored bulk runs with it. Just still don't mind it with the, I mean, it looks better with the graphite backing compared to the, is it graphite backing or fiberglass? Have I just been speaking bullshit for the last 5 to 10 minutes? I don't know. It's some sort of performance enhancing shit. And for that reason, it's going up to the Damien Martin cover drive. It surpasses Ricky Ponting pull shot. Controversial, but it's up there with one of the best. Next up, going real old school here, Kookaburra Gold Crown. Now, these have changed throughout the time. There is another one that I'll put up here. I'll put up both versions. I think the other version looks the best. It's more iconic, I reckon. Look, it's pretty basic before they really started taking their design seriously, I think. I, for one, am going to put it, well, look, I like one version way better than the other. I'm actually going to put it the Kevin Peterson switch hit. Let me know your thoughts. I believe this one's called the Kookaburra Impulse, and I, for one, absolutely hate these colors. It's giving me a huge Miami Dolphins sort of vibe, and these colors, to be honest, they're just not working for me. This one is definitely in the Chris Martin for defense category, unfortunately. Next up, Kookaburra Lithium. Now, I'm pretty sure the only person who's actually used these is Glenn Maxwell, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love these. The design on there looks sick. So it is actually, it's gonna go Ricky Ponting pull shot, you know. I just gotta feel like it needs a few more in there. I do rate it big time. I actually think Maxwell's used another one. I think it was called the Lithium as well. I'm not entirely sure, but it was one with like the bubbles and shit on it. Not as good as this one, but this one is definitely very nice. Ricky Ponting pull shot tier worthy. Kookaburra Magnet, another one that I have not heard of. I mean, all these ones, have these ones even come to Australia before? Have been living under a rock? I mean, this must be just a UK one. I'm not really, it's so. I don't really care too much for it. It's going to go up with the Glenn Maxwell leaf. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to make a slight change here. Genesis going to Glenn Maxwell leave, and then this Crush one going down. Yeah, look, I'm happier with that. It's done me well. Kookaburra Menace. These colors, mate. These colors are fucking not good. They're just not good. They're just not doing it for me. Definitely in the tier of the Chris Martin for defense. Unfortunately for them, I don't understand why. I mean, it looks more like a bat you'd probably have when you're like 10 years old and you think the colors are pretty cool. Nah, mate, just not working for me. Kookaburra Midas. Now, black and gold normally go together very well, and I'm not sure why. This isn't really doing it for me. It's definitely not the worst. I think it is a bit so-so. It could have been done a whole lot better. I feel like if they just took the black out of the grip as well, just made it full white, and I feel like those sort of Kookaburra stickers there, look, they're pretty average. If they went with the newer ones, so the Kookaburra was a lot larger, I feel like it would have been a lot better with the more current looking stickers. For me, it's so-so. It's a Kevin Peters switch hit area. The Kookaburra Nickel. Now, once again, I haven't heard of this one. I actually really like it. I mean, it does look a bit difficult to see the Kookaburra. I'm looking at the real small image here to see the Kookaburra with that background, the grayish. But I like it, and the grip, surprisingly, I'm a huge fan of the white grip, but this grip here is working with it quite nicely. So I'm going to actually throw it up to the Ricky Ponting pull shot. Now, you're probably getting quite angry with my selections here, and all I have to say about that is, do it yourself. Kookaburra Obsidian. Now, once again, they had this thing, that I don't know why, they were bloody up and about for it, to have this grip multicolored. All we need is a nice one color grip for me. I don't know. I'm just not a fan, really. I'm going to go Glenn Maxwell Leave. I mean, black usually goes well. I mean, it's a bit of a neon type setup there as well. It's not terrible, but it's just not doing it for me. Running with the Onyx here. Now, I'm probably going to go against everything I just said, but this is when I believe the two-tone actually works. Now, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I do like just the one color, predominantly white. But the way it works here, like the slight tinge of orange, then I've got a slight bit of orange in the grip as well. I actually don't mind it this time. This is when it's done right, I reckon. And for that reason, and that reason alone, it is now a Ricky Ponting pull shot. Kookaburra Pace Pro, one of the newer looking sticks. One that I haven't heard of course, because I've been living under a rock. Look, it's simple. It's a nice blue color. It's not shit. It's not fantastic. It does its job. So for that reason, it is slotting into the Kevin Peterson switch hit. And we've actually got 5 in every tier. What are the odds of that? Next up, the Kookaburra Patriot. Now, there is a lot going on here. Usually these colors are quite nice, but they've all just sort of mixed in all together. There's a lot going on, it feels like. Look, I want it to be nice. I want it to look good, but the black and the green sort of work. Then you throw in that Kookaburra logo color, and I don't know why. It kind of brings it down for me. Look, I did and ah about this one for quite some time. I'm going to put this one into the Glenn Maxwell Leave areas. It does have a lot of room for improvement though, but I don't think they're making any more, are they? Maybe they are, I don't know. Maybe they've changed it. I mean, every year they are changing the... sometimes they're changing the colours and the stickers. This season's one, it's not fantastic. It's more a Glenn Maxwell Leave sort of setup. Kookaburra Plasma up next. Look, I'm not a fan, I'm not going to lie. Too much going on with the grip. There's there's not a lot of colours going on, but they just don't seem to be working well for me, for my eyes anyway. And for that reason, it's a Chris Martin for defence. Kookaburra Pursuit. Now, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think that Martin Guptill's the only person who's used this, and he used it in the World Cup. I think 2015 World Cup maybe. I'm not really a fan. It does have some Silver Fern type stuff going on there. Very sort of patriotic with just the black and the silver. To be honest, I'm not a fan. And for that reason, it's going in the New Zealand setup of the Chris Martin for defence. Controversial, you know, being a Kiwi and all, but I'm just not loving it. Kookaburra Rampage. Look, different stickers to what we're used to here. Sort of gone for it. Definitely looks a lot more futuristic, more modern type stickers. I don't actually mind the look of it. I'm actually going to put it up to the Ricky Ponting pull shot. Now, look, it's fine. It looks like the Concept 2.0 actually, but just different colours. Maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't know. It looks nice and clean, to be honest. And that is why it's in the Ricky Ponting pull shot areas. I believe this one is called the Kookaburra Rapid. Now, I don't actually mind these colours at all, to be honest. I don't know what that sort of reddy type orangey with a teal type setup. I don't actually mind it at all. So it's definitely better than a Kevin Peterson switch hit for mine. It's definitely not Damien Martin. I think it's Ricky Ponting. I think it, even though these colours look interesting, they work together, they work well, and welcome to the punter category. Kookaburra Recoil looks shit. I mean, blue and orange with that orange grip with the white. I mean, yuck, not for me. Cheers. Kookaburra Ricochet. Once again, one that I've not heard of, and one that I'm not a fan of. This one is definitely going in the Chris Martin for defence. Now, there seems to be a lot of build-up here. There are, I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do these warrant a Chris Martin for defence tier? I don't know. Look, to me, yes they do, of course. That's why I'm doing it. But what are your thoughts in the comments? I'll be interesting to see actually what you guys do for your own tier ones. You should probably, if you are keen, maybe like screenshot the ones you do and like tweet them at me or something, just so I can see your thoughts as well. I mean, I'll be pretty interested to see what you guys, if we are similar in thought, or if I'm completely in the wrong direction. Kookaburra Ridgeback. This one is very nice. I like the newer version compared to the old version. I mean, they're very similar, but with the new stickers, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. It is definitely a Damien Martin cover drive spec, and mate, it's fan. I'd happily take one of these bats, Kookaburra. If you are listening, I'm here. Kookaburra Rogue. Not really a fan. I mean, it's definitely not Chris Martin spec. It's almost, I think, it's almost bordering a Kevin Peterson switch it for mine, but that orange grip, pure orange grip there, and those stickers, like whatever year this was for these stickers, I'm not a fan. I like the ones, the more modern ones where the bigger Kookaburra logo, but with these ones, they look a bit smaller. The stuff on the left hand side is not really doing it for me on the angle as well. So yeah, it's definitely in the Glenn Maxwell Leave area. Kookaburra Shadow. This is by far my most favorite of the Kookaburra bats ever made. I know I said that about the Ridgeback being one of the great ones, but this one is even better in my opinion. The black, and that's all it is, just one color pretty much with the white grip. Just amazing, amazing. I mean, sensational. Kookaburra Storm. Now this has gone the shadow route as well, but there is a slight hint of a, I mean, looking at the small one here, I'm probably wrong, a bit of a green type setup. Look, that does bring it down quite significantly. So I am going to be putting this in the Kevin Peterson switch hit, but it does have remnants of the shadow. I mean, the black grip as well. I'm not a fan of black grip. Apologies, but not sorry. Next up we have the Kookaburra Super Legend. Now I'm pretty sure this has been made famous by Dean Jones, I'm pretty sure. These ones were around for quite some time, I reckon. These are sort of iconic, being one of the older type Kookaburras. Look, I'm not a huge fan, but I just can't put it down in the bottom two tiers, so I'm just going to put it right in the middle there. It's in the Kevin Peterson switch hit. Yeah, it does its job. Serviceable. Surge. Kookaburra Surge. This is shit. This is in the last tier. It's very similar to that other one as well, right next to it. Both sort of colors. Should have learnt by now. It's not working. It's not doing it for me. Enjoy your spot down in the last tier. The Verve. Another one which I'm not a fan of. Look, I hate to do it, but these, look at these colors here. Those three colors at the last Chris Martin Ford Defense. They're all pretty similar and they're all pretty shit, so not for me. Next up, the Viper. Now, this looks like a very basic bat to me. I don't know if that's a senior bat or if it's just been made as a junior bat. I don't like it. I mean, once again, these stickers, how the Kookaburra logo is smaller than that sort of accent on the side. Once again, I'm not a fan, but I feel like I'm putting too many in the Chris Martin Ford Defense. And look, the black and the red, it's not the worst. It just, that Kookaburra logo really does not do it for me, but it is going to go in the Glenn Maxwell Leave just because of the colors sort of save it just. The Accelerate. The Kookaburra Accelerate. Now, these colors aren't too bad either. I don't mind it. Is it a Ricky Ponting pull shot or Kevin Peterson is the only qualm I'm having. I mean, the white grip does help it. I am unfortunately going to be putting in the Kevin Peterson switch it, which leaves us with 2 to go. The Blade. The Kookaburra Blade. Got black, we've got some neon sort of greeny yellow type stuff going on. It's not awesome, I'll give you that much for me. It's definitely, I'm going to say it's Glenn Maxwell Leave here, and that is unfortunate for you. Actually, now I've just seen another picture of the Blaze actually, and I think it might be the UK variant, but it's predominantly black. I'll put a picture of it now, and it actually looks sick. So I'm actually going to take it out of the Glenn Maxwell Leave. I'm going to put it up to the Ricky Ponting pull shot. Because as you can see by the picture, it looks pretty fantastic in my opinion. Last but not least, the Kookaburra CCX. Once again, another bat that I haven't heard of. And the colors, I mean the colors, look, they can't really go wrong with the black and the red. The red grip sort of lets it down. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not the worst though. It is going to be probably down in the Glenn Maxwell Leave, sort of as that's where some of the black and red ones are that don't really live up to what they should have been. So that is where it is going to stay, and that is my tier list. Now, I don't know if you guys agree with this. You probably won't. To be honest, you'll be hard pressed to find any other bats worthy of the Damien Martin cover drive. Now, there might be a couple of the Ricky Ponting pull shot one that might be able to slip into the Damien Martin cover drive, but I'm pretty happy with how this list is right now. And there we have it. The tier list is done. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll leave a link to the actual tier list itself so you guys can try and do your own tier list, and then maybe screenshot it, send it to me on Twitter just to have a look. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what your guys' opinions are of all these bats. Apologies if I missed out on other Kookaburra bats. I feel like I may have missed out on a real obvious one. I mean, we took ages to try and find them all. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comments, which bat brand I should do next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what I've been talking about, all the bats here. What was your favorite? What's the worst one you reckon? And yeah, that is going to be it from me. But until then, take it easy.